Hello, everybody. Today we're going to be solving division equations. All right, I'm going to do this quick little lesson with you. So before we get started, I want to review a vocabulary word. So if you look at the orange box that I'm pulling down on the screen, it says inverse operations. It means operations such as add, subtract, multiply, and divide that undo each other. Okay, we've been using this for adding and subtracting and multiplication. So now we're going to apply it to our division work today. All right, so one of the properties that we've been discussing is the multiplication property of equality. It means if I have a division problem like 12 divided by 4 is equal to 3, I'm going to multiply both sides by the same number, okay? And it's going to help us so that both sides will remain equal. Now, if that doesn't make sense to you, just let me show you what I mean today. All right, quick little problem. I'm going to give you a problem here today, and it's going to be A is going to be divided by 4. Remember in our book, that division sign, it looks like a fraction. All right, it's going to equal 8. Now, in your head, you might be thinking, oh, 2 times 4 is 8. That's got to be it. A must equal A. Or A must equal 2, pardon me. But that's not true. Okay, remember, we're dividing. Now, to figure out a division problem, we have to do the opposite, which means that we're going to multiply. So I'm going to take that 4 and I'm going to multiply it by 4. Whatever I do to one side of the expression, I have to do to the other side of the equal sign or the other expression. So if I multiply this side by 4, I have to multiply this side by 4. Okay? All right, so all that I'm going to have left now on this side is A, and A is going to be equal to 8 times 4, which is 32. Now you can check your work. You can take and replace that A with 32. So if I check my work, I have 32 over 4 has to be equal to 8. So if I divide that by 4, does that equal 8? Well, yes, that means 8 is equal to 8. So my equation is balanced. So far, so good? All right. So let's do one more real quick problem. And we're going to do a real world problem today from our math book. Let me show you what that is in just a second. Okay, let's read this together. It says Karen is working on her math homework. She solves the problem B divided by 8 equals 56. She says that B is equal to 7. Is she correct? All right, so let's find out. Let's rewrite this. We're going to have B, and we're going to divide B by 8, and that is supposed to equal 56. Now she says that B is equal to 7. So if B were a 7, I'm just going to write over the top of it here. Would that be correct? 7 divided by 8? This is what it looks like in real life. Is that true? No, it is not. That is not true. So we're going to go back to just letting this be B. Okay? This is B divided by 8. So we have learned that we do the inverse. We're not going to divide right away. We have to multiply on both sides of the expression. So I'm going to multiply by 8, and I'm going to multiply by 8. Okay? So, that means B is going to be equal to 56 times 8. So we have 56 times 8. 4 times 8 is 48. 4 times 5 is 6 times 8 is 48. 5 times 8 is 40 plus 4, that's 44. So that tells me that B is going to be equal to 448. Now that sounds a little bit more like it. So 448 divided by 8 should be 56. That would be correct. So Karen was incorrect, but you are correct. All right, today we solved division equations. All right, got it? Have fun dividing.